Hi everyone, this is Kembas Contractors Nigeria, and this is one of our projects at Okanambra State. The features of this building, what you're looking at is a total of 2-bedroom flats, 4 units, and a penthouse which has a 3-bedroom flat. It's a luxury one. So here we are. Our client is the one buying the materials. So from the parapet, you enter the roof woodwork. That is what we are doing. Then before the installation of roof sheet, we agreed to do the plastering of the parapet, which is actually the normal thing to do, in order to make it easier for the bricklayers and also to avoid staining the roof sheet. Yes, because what we are using here is a stone coated roof sheet. When you have cement on it, to clean it, it's not always easy, so we try to avoid that as much as possible. So this is Kembas Contractors, and this is what we do. Our services are architectural designs and building constructions professionally. This project you're looking at, the client is the one buying the materials. As you can see, this is the roof sheet. He bought it from a reputable company. It's not just to go and buy something that maybe after 6 months to be looking very good, like something that has lasted for more than 10 years. Our client has a choice, and we love to work with people that has taste and choice. You calling us to handle your project for you, let's say you want to buy the materials for us, would you accept that 100%? But on one condition. The condition is that you must provide us with a quality material. I mean, a quality material. We don't compromise on quality of materials we use to the house. Even if the house is just a 2-bedroom bungalow, or maybe even if it's a wallet that is fencing. In as much as we are concerned, they constructed us to work for you. One of the things you owe us is to provide us with quality material. If we are working for you and you decide to bring anyhow material to the site, despite the fact that that job is their project, we will reject it outrightly, without any compromise. Or let's say you have someone who is buying materials on your behalf for a site where we are involved. In as much as the materials are of less quality, we're not going to accept that. We'll try to do that to protect our client, also to protect our image. It wouldn't do because you hired us to work for you and you believe that you can provide us with any kind of material. This client we are working, the owner of this project, the client that has a text and also has a choice. Like I used to tell people, when you want to do that, try to learn how to have some taste and choice. Even if you don't know how to have your own choice, you can copy it. I used to say, when you get to maybe places that are very
that is 98 meters
designed or beautifully built, you might want to look around and see one or two you could like. You can take pictures or maybe videos. So when you want to design or want to do their own house, feel like I want my head. I want my wall to have maybe 3 blocks of lintels, maybe 2 blocks of lintels. I want the head to be very high, and I want my window to be slim or wider. These are the part of the taste. I want my house to be bright even when there is no light. These are placed. You really need to, help yourself so that at the end of the day, you'll be able to enjoy what you are building, because we've got so many of us who are in this building construction industry. There are many, and you wouldn't know exactly what's going on until maybe after finishing of your house. When you go out maybe to your friend's house, you begin to compare that your house and that his house. Stuffs like that. It could be that this person's city room is sizable enough and their own is too small, despite the fact that he has a good land. You have a sizable land that could accommodate such. But for the fact that you were not informed, or maybe you don't have taste or choice, the your builder might have to do it according to his own choice, according to his own taste. So I do advise people, when you are building your house, or maybe you want to start building next month, you want to consult someone to design your house next month, you can start from now to look out. You can even get some samples from the internet. You know, if you are watching televisions, you could be seeing some designs on buildings. If you're watching maybe Nigerian movies, you could be seeing some designs, or maybe other movies. Then if you don't know how to get a design, or maybe what you want, you can just step out from your environment. Just look at new area where they have uh new new developing area where people are building new houses, new duplexes, new rental apartments, new structures. We'll be able to copy one or two. It's always good to know what you want. It's always good to know what you want and stick to that. So that at the end of the day, even if it is up to 50 years, when you look at your house, you won't be regretting anything. You know, I there was a design we did for one of our clients who lives in Australia recently, a four-bedroom bungalow. You need to believe me, the man, he want us to put those things he loved to see around, those things he do cherished, those beautiful things he liked to behold. That is part of the design. That's what makes up a beautiful design. Designing it according to your own taste that you will never be tired of. Someone like me, even as a builder, as an engineer, I know some things I love to see. I love some things. And those things must necessarily be around me, in my own building. So that when you look at it sometimes you'll be happy that you did. So having a good choice is one. Then the reason why we are putting this video here is that we want to come up with the cost of constructing this structure from the foundation to the finishing. As you can see at this level now, window installation is going on, but I want to tell you as of today, I think 26th of July, we've already done, we're done with window and doors installations, the ceilings installation, we've done the wiring, the tiling is almost at the point of completion. We've done the overhead tank, this scaffolding you are looking at, we're bringing all of them down soon, and so many other things. So at the end of the day, we're going to be bringing to you the total cost of constructing this building from the foundation to the finishing. All the time spent on this. We're going to be telling you that yes, we are going to tell you everything you needed to know about this kind of project. Like I said, the ground floor will have 2-bedroom flats, 2 units. On the first floor, we'll have 2-bedroom flats, 2 units. Then on the penthouse is 3-bedroom flats, a unit. Now, in each of these rooms, they have sizable toilets and bedroom. The kitchen is sizable enough. The dining and the sitting room are just cool. You know, there is a visitor's toilet in all the flats, and so many other things we are yet to bring on this particular project. It's a luxury it's a luxury one because when you come inside, we know what I mean. The owner is not really playing. He just wanted to do it according to his taste, which is of standard and luxurious. So what we are going to do next is to bring to you all the expenses, the quantity of materials, starting from the foundation, the blocks, the rods, the woods, the granite, the sand, the cement, you know, the cost of doors and installations, the cost of windows and installations, the cost of doing the POP we did at the paint floor, the cost of screeding all the inside we screeded it, everything you needed to know, all the cost of wiring this house, the cost of putting the fittings and the fittings of the plumbing fittings too. All of them are going to come to play when we'll be ready to tell you the estimated cost of putting this kind of structure down here in Nigeria. I hope this our video will meet you well. We are Kembas Contractors Nigeria, and this is what we do. We are honest, we are diligent in our services, and we work very well to give you the best. We do our jobs with passion, and most importantly, we are professionals. Secondly, we don't compromise on the quality of materials and on the quality of our jobs. We don't do that. Yeah, so if you need something good, even if you are not living in Nigeria, even if you are not free to be coming to the site every day to supervise what is going on, all you got to do is to consult us on 08064177 If you love what is good, if you love quality jobs, if you love using a standard material, not substandard, I mean standard materials to build your house, everything you need to know from A to Z, just give us a call or shout us on WhatsApp. We're going to do that professionally to you. Yes. Most of the jobs we'll handle are through recommendations. By the time we are done working for you, you would want to recommend us to some other persons. That is how it is. It's not by mouth. That is just what we do, and that is what we represent. We represent quality building construction services anywhere, anytime. And on material, we are those people that could reject your material despite the fact that you are the landlord of your house. In as much as the material are not of standard, you're not going to accept that. Okay. Another thing that could make your building to stand out is to hire a professional that knows what he or she is doing, that knows how to cut his or her own onions. There are many builders, there are many people in this industry, and so many clients are crying. From time to time, they do call people like us to come and do some amendments, to come and do some things on some certain on some places. There was a duplex we were called upon, a duplex that was just roofed. The owner lives abroad. That duplex, all the doors, tiles, ceiling work, everything has been installed, both electrical fittings. The owner was abroad. We started a project for him, finished it. The moment he stepped into Nigeria as someone who has a choice, who has taste, he didn't like the building. In fact, his intention was to bring the building down. He consulted us, came and noticed a lot of things.
Can get 150 or one of money. Can give you a cup in a 150. If you have your was 500.
Involved a lot of.
I would nice to give you a quote something like this. Get an on ABS say what 500,000.
Side.
Eh?
I'm talking about a newly built duplex.
Who off my check you off my
Can we
communicate here
house all your hard
don't worry what I
just want to
not the money
house.
I want that man.
Not better you plan.
Most of these things.
One of the reasons why you see so many uncompleted
buildings
buildings here in Nigeria today
is
as a result of lack of planning and budgeting.
when I go me who now.
Part of your planning
I'll
should
go
not
back
be
to your
limited
number
to
that I
only,
go.
how much you are going
then
to
money,
spend, the quantity of materials you are going to use. No,
Then
part of your
messenger
planning
pass
is also should also include
with somebody in there
to hire a professional who could deliver the project
I got to have all overall
and manage your resources professionally. Not just to plan for money
if you lawyer address here once.
materials.
Then I have
How
to
about
pay.
somebody who is going to
Because
do
if
it
not, the
well,
man,
not just to do it for you,
You
to
lose
do
the
it well,
child,
to make all the designs, all the things that needed to be in places to come out professionally, professionally.